place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 today could be the day. Today could be the day.
I'm Jerry Ingram. I'm the owner of Volunteer Home Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage broker company located in Maryville, Tennessee. I love meeting people and just being here for them. We provide all types of mortgages. You just give me a call at 865-238-7500 and online at volunteerhomemortgage.com.
All right, which one of you turned on the air conditioning? I know it was you. Turn it off, please. The cold air is settling its way in. The pattern change, the flip is happening as we speak. We got that pretty good line of showers that moved through during the overnight hours. Now just some soggy conditions out there this morning. But this is not going to refreeze. We had some conversations going on the Witcher Weather Watchers group. And they were like, I hope this doesn't freeze. And no, it's not going to freeze. A, the ground's too warm. B, we're not going to get that cold. I mean, it's gonna be cold. But the wind is an evaporating process, and so the wind's going to be with us all day, and that's going to evaporate a lot of the moisture off the surface of the ground, anyways. Here in through the late morning, early afternoon hours, so we should see those temperatures continue to fall. Live look outside in downtown Clinton, Anderson County. Kind of a cool looking sky here this morning, and again, that's the cold front sliding off to our east and southeast. That's pointed to the southeastern sky. So. Grab the winter coats. You're going to need those. Let's just talk about yesterday, shall we? It turned out to be a great day. It was breezy. It was windy, but we topped out at 73 degrees. No records yesterday, but we were close to records in Chattanooga at 71, in Crossville at 68. Knoxville was only 3 degrees shy of the record, and even Tri-Cities only 2 degrees shy of the record. So we were near record high temperatures yesterday, and it felt just great to be outside. I played several games of rounds of pickleball yesterday, and we were kind of like sweating a little bit. You're not going to sweat today. The cold front's already slid its way off. So you can see our radar recap. Look at that little thin line of showers that moved on through. We didn't have any lightning with those. We didn't have any instability in the atmosphere. But now some lingering showers. So from McMinn to Monroe, Blunt to Sevier, Cock into Jefferson County, Greene into up towards Tri-Cities. We are hanging on to the rain showers. We've already dried out back to our west and in and around downtown Knoxville and further to the northwest across parts of the northern and just parts of the Cumberland Plateau anyways. And that's really going to be the story. Actually, grab the sunglasses and the winter coats because, well, the skies are going to clear quickly. Come on, clicker. Go. There it is. So the skies are going to clear pretty quickly throughout the late morning, early afternoon. We're going to have plenty of sunshine throughout the day. The winds are going to shift to the west, northwest, and that's ushering in that colder air mass. 24-hour temperature change already this morning. We are colder. 10 degrees colder in Knoxville, 2 degrees colder Tri-Cities, but look at Jamestown and Scott County, Huntsville, Oneida. We're 20 to 25 degrees colder this morning at this hour than what we were yesterday. So when you look at the numbers, we're already down to 35 in Jamestown, 37 in Crossville, 46 Knoxville. And so that's that colder air that's going to spill off the Cumberland Plateau and slide its way on in. So let's talk about our forecast temperatures for the day today. From now through lunchtime, it's going to get cold. It's going to be a shock to the system, that's for sure. 36 degrees, around 36 or so for the lunch hour in Knoxville, 27 in Jamestown. Then as we get into the afternoon, maybe some kids are heading back to school. Not all the kids. We still have another week off here in Knox County schools. But watch this. Those temperatures will stay fairly steady in the 20s and 30s for much of the afternoon. And then we get into the evening hour, sun goes down, and those temperatures drop into the mid to upper 20s in a lot of locations. Now, as I mentioned, the wind is going to be with us all day long. Now, it will start to slowly relax as we get into the afternoon, which is good. But we still have a wind advisory in effect until 4 o'clock. We're talking about winds gusting to 30, 40, 50 miles per hour across the higher elevation. So it is going to be a rather windy day ahead of us. You can see our winds gusting will start to trend downward. That picks up our timeline at 7 o'clock here tonight. But above and beyond that, because we have the wind and the colder air settling on in, look at your wind chill values throughout the day. This morning, we already have wind chill values in the teens, 20s, and 30s. But watch this. As we progress through the day, those wind chills will continue to overtake the area. So teens and 20s possibly for wind chill values at the lunch hour. And then we get into the afternoon and evening hours. Even though the wind relaxes, the colder air is going to be in place. And that's still going to give us wind chill values, teens and 20s, as we get into the evening commute and dinner time tonight. Then we stay rain-free all the way through Thursday, but another rainmaker, a little southern slider, is moving on through, but it's not your winter southern slider. It is just going to be in the form of rain. It's all the way out in the Pacific Ocean come Wednesday evening. It's only Monday. So come Wednesday, bottom left-hand side of the screen, here comes this next little wave. It's going to be swinging its way into the Four Corners and the desert Southwest, but it doesn't lift its way northward. It actually stays right along Interstate 40 and 70, and then goes down along I-20 and I-10, and that's going to develop some rain showers here in the southeastern U.S. No snow showers, just rain showers in the southeastern U.S. So how much rain can we see? I think south of Interstate 40 at this point of the game. And again, it's only Monday. We're talking about Friday, Saturday time frame. Heaviest rain's going to be south of Interstate 40, lighter rains north of Interstate 40, but we could pick up about half an inch of rainfall. So 7-day forecast, colder weather today and tomorrow. We're only down to 22. We're all the way down to 22 tomorrow morning. Then we climb back to 37 tomorrow afternoon. 44 on Wednesday, 47 Thursday, then more seasonable temperatures. Well, Thursday, Friday is going to be pretty average. We'll be slightly above average as we get into the upcoming weekend. Would you guys knock it off? These dogs are, they're wrestling this morning. They're wrestling this morning, making noise. So rain, our next system, again, comes in Friday night and Saturday morning. I don't think it's going to be with us all day Saturday. And then I think we're going to see some sunshine returning as we get into our Sunday. Been highlighting this all week long. These things that were all last week anyways. Things haven't really changed much. So if you're celebrating New Year's Eve outdoors, you'll need the winter coats. We're going to be ringing in the new year with temperatures right around 32. And if you're looking to get healthy for the first of the year, 2026, right around the corner, my friends, I'm jumping on board. I'm jumping on that wet bandwagon. I got to get healthy. I got to get in shape. I've gained some lbs, although I put myself on the scale the other night and I was like, oh, well, I guess it's not as bad as I thought it, as bad as I feel. But that's what happens when you have to eat out every meal because we still don't have a kitchen, although we do have cupboards up now. And the island goes in today, which is great because they're measuring for countertops tomorrow. Anyways, New Year's Day 5K run with the Knoxville Track Club. You can register online. It's the first time they're going back down to Neyland Stadium in a long time, so they'll be on Neyland Drive. It's going to be cold, but hey, listen, if you're dedicated enough and you want to get some exercise and you want to get healthy for 2026, you might as well just kick it off with a New Year's Day 5K. I say this, and I'm not going to be doing it, although I'm not off. I still have to work. Now, we won't have a live broadcast on New Year's Day. Remember, I do take the holidays off, but I will still be up, and you'll still have the latest forecast always updated for sure. All right, let's give a big shout out to Julie this morning and Wade. Happy anniversary, my friends. 30 years. Jeez, you got 12 years on me, my friends. Let's see. Good morning. Heading to Sevierville in the rainy conditions. Yeah, but it won't last all day. It's almost over. It is coming to an end. Good morning, Kathy. How are you this morning? A lot of you folks wishing Wade and Julie a happy anniversary. You turn it on. You're claiming responsibility, eh? Turn it back off. The 70s were pretty nice. Although 'tis not the season to have some 70s. It just makes it feel good to get outside. I mean, sunny and 70 degrees is a good, solid day. We can't argue with that. Okay, well, Missy did too. I actually feels perfect in your house right now. I had the windows open over the last couple of days. It felt pretty good. Did you notice the ring around the moon last night? What's that called? Well, those are called, that forms because of ice crystals. And so that's upper level moisture heading in ahead of our storm system. And that forms ice crystals way up there and gives us that nice little ring around the moon. Flip, it's flipping us. Hey, well, easy, Chris. Easy, pal. It's a family show. We're family around here. My house is still 70 degrees. My heat is not on yet. It is on 68. Nice, Cheryl. What's up, Lee? How are you this morning? Hit the golf course today? A little windy yesterday to be hitting the golf course, but it was probably packed at the golf courses. Let's see. On Sunday, I'm going to take the kids to McDonald's for ice cream cones before they head back to school. Nice. And we hope you had a great Christmas as well. Your first Christmas as an engaged lady. How'd it feel? Did you get some good Christmas presents, Aaron? And good luck to Felicia. Everybody wish her good luck and speedy recovery. Since he's going to be taking care of you for a while, but Felicia's heading into surgery today. So take care of yourself, speedy recovery, and good luck with the surgery. We're thinking about you. We'll be praying for you as well. And if you're a prayer warrior, why don't you go ahead and say a nice little prayer for Felicia. Oh, man, this camera just keeps getting better and better. Take a look at this now. How cool is that looking? The skies are already starting to clear. And again, that's going to be the thing. So grab the sunglasses. You're going to need those all day long. Let's get to work with those national holidays this morning. We only have a couple. I already sneak peeked at them. I checked them out. We only have two, really. So, of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events, and we have an event because it's Julie's anniversary, 30 years. Anybody else has any events or any big shout-outs this morning? Give us a shout-out. Let us know so we can give you a shout-out. Today is National Today is National Pepper Pot Day. I have no idea what Pepper Pot Day is. I mean, it looks like a lot of peppers and some ground beef. National Pepper Pot Day celebrates a soup with deep roots and mythology to go with it. On December 29th, explore the flavors and history of the filling dish. Pepper pot soup is a highly seasoned soup prepared with peppercorns, small bits of meat, tripe, no thank you, vegetables, and broth. I'm probably out. The dish may be more familiar by the name of Philadelphia pepper pot because it was brought to the area by the people of Africa and West Indies in the Caribbean. I'm only chuckling over here, not at that, but because my dogs, literally, they'll sit there and stare at each other, and then they just pounce on each other. If you could only see what they're doing. I don't think you can see that in the shot. Let's see if you can. Can you see him down there? No. You can't see him down there. All right, we'll go back. It's also National TikTok Day. TikTok, and we're not talking about TikTok. We're talking about TikTok. Things that you need to wrap up by the end of the year. I did sneak peek at that. So really, it's you got to finalize those last things. The year is coming to an end, whether that be budgets, whether that be cleaning, shopping, whatever it may be. You know, it's time to finish that up and then reset for 2026. Can't believe it's been 26 years, by the way, since Y2K. Is that not just crazy? 26 years. Boy, I'm feeling old today. In 1989, snow and ice prevailed across the southwestern U.S. and the Great Lakes region. Flagstaff received 9 inches of snow in just 6 hours. In 1988, a cold front brought rain and snow to the northwestern U.S. So we had a lot of rain and snow in the northwestern U.S. In 1987, a storm in the mid-Atlantic coast produced heavy snow in the Appalachians and the northeastern U.S. High winds created blizzard conditions in southeastern Massachusetts. They received lots of snow over in the West Coast as well. In 1984, 100 cities in the central U.S., central and eastern, reported record high temperatures. Kansas City, Missouri. See, it's not totally unusual to get this warm. The warmest December day of record with a low of 60 and an afternoon high of 71. That's pretty much what we've been experiencing. In 1954, Fort Scott, Kansas was buried under 26 inches of snow in just 24 hours. Yes, please. That would be fun. And in 1894, a severe freeze hit Florida, destroying fruit and causing considerable damage to trees. And in 1830, a very heavy snowstorm ushered in the winter of the deep snow. The storm produced 30 inches of snow in Peoria, Illinois, and 36 inches in Kansas City, Missouri. Cold and snow continued until the middle of February, causing great suffering among the pioneers. I've always said, for those of you that are my age, the Oregon Trail. Can you even imagine being on a covered wagon on the Oregon Trail, getting blasted by every weather element out there, going 2 miles an hour. I cannot. It's always mind-blowing to me to think about these people, our ancestors, our pioneers, of what they've accomplished and what they've done. It's just hard to fathom. All right, today's daily quote by General George Patton. The object of war is not to die for the country, die for your country, but to make the other, die for his. We'll leave that word out. It is a family show. You can read it on the screen. Well, maybe you can't really read that very well if you're watching on your cell phone. Anyways, in 1952, the Sonotone Corporation offered the first transistorized hearing aid for sale. I have no what that. I don't even know what that means. Transistorized hearing aid. In 1940, during World War II. One day I'll probably know these things, right? When I actually have to get a hearing aid. What'd you say? In 1940, during World War II, Germany began dropping incendiary bombs on London. In 1888, the first performance of Macbeth took place at the Lyceum Theater, wherever that is. In 1851, the first American Young Men's Christian Association was organized in Boston, Massachusetts. And in 1848, U.S. President James Polk turned on the first gas light at the White House. Oh boy, how things have changed, huh? Let's see if we can kind of find another cool view of the clouds. Here's another cool view. The clouds are really cool this morning. This is a great one. This is from Fox Road Marina, West Knoxville. Look at those clouds, but clearing already off in the distance. Cool view. That's going to be a cool time lapse to share with you. Check that out on social media later on today, as I will be sharing that. If it turns out cool enough, that is. All right, we've got some Witcher's pictures to share with you. Let's see what we have here. We've got... Let's give Deborah Munson and her mom a big shout out. Look at that. So Deborah says, she sent this through Witcher's Pictures. My precious mother turned 93 on Sunday. Sylvia Tootie Climber. I couldn't be there due to exposure to RSV over Christmas. Would you please give her a happy birthday Monday morning? And I will record the show. And when I get to see her again, her heart is growing weaker. We were told that she would not see the new year, praying that they are wrong. I got to finish reading that. My heart is broken not being able to share this special day with her. Thank you, and I understand if you can't do this. Deborah, of course I can do this. This is what we're all about. So let's everyone give Sylvia Tootie Climber. I'm saying the last name right. I apologize if I'm not saying the right name, Sylvia. But from me and everybody on the East Tennessee Weather Platform, we wish you the most bestest 93rd birthday ever. Happy birthday, Sylvia. I sure hope you have a great day today. And take care of yourself. We'll be thinking about you and praying for you as well. All right, here's another great photo. This is from Autopilot. Kind of some cool skies there. Coming in from North Georgia, I'm assuming. Let's see what that looks like here. There it is. That's a great shot. So this one is Ringgold Sunset. This is Elaine Ombre. So this is what you were talking about. I think that was Deborah who was saying that. Deborah, I think it was this morning. I think it was you, Bonnie. But anyways, about the ring around the moon. There it is. That's from Elaine Ombre. Huge halo around tonight's moon in Maryville, Blount County, due to the ice crystals and the upper level moisture swinging its way on through. Lisa Gibson sharing a nice little photo this morning from Seymour. Are you heading off to work today, Lisa? Are we back at it? That's sideways. Lisa, you got to turn it sideways. There we go. I'll turn it for you. How about that? And let's give a big shout out to Julie and Wade. Wow, look at you two youngins. 30 years ago, huh? How about them apples? Isn't that funny to go back and look at old photos? I think it's pretty funny. I like looking at old photos. All right, so I should share this with you. So I went to a friend's house last night, and her pool is heated. And guess who was swimming in the pool? My kids and her kids last night. The pool is warm. I mean, just December 28th. We're just hanging out in the pool. Awesome stuff. And for those of you that have been keeping an eye on the forecast, on my kitchen, here's the latest view of my kitchen renovation. Again, for those of you that don't know or weren't part of the situation or heard any of the conversation, we had a kitchen fire almost a year ago. And so that is they got most of the cupboards up last night. Still got to finish some of that off and put the island in today. They come to measure for countertops tomorrow. And then we should be officially back in our kitchen in about 2 to 3 weeks, because it's going to take about 2 weeks. That's just one vantage point. Here's another vantage point. Let's show you that. Let's see if that shows up. Anyways, got a big farmhouse sink. You can see that big sink right there on the right-hand side, which is funny because I took a screen grab when I was FaceTiming my mom, FaceTiming her last night, and I took our dogs. Where'd that go? There it is. I took our dogs. We have 2 little dogs, yes, but they sure still fit in that giant sink that we're putting in. It's going to be a crazy, big, giant sink. All right. That is all I have for you here this morning. I sure hope you have a great Monday. For those of you that may be heading back to work after an extended time off, good luck. We're in this together. Grab the winter coats and grab the sunglasses. That brutal cold air, old man winter's return, is moving in as we speak. We'll modify back to those seasonal averages by the upcoming weekend. Rain moves on out, sunshine today, windy today. Winds calm down. Next storm system brings us more rain come Friday night and Saturday morning. I would agree with you on that one, Lisa. Our ancestors were a lot stronger than we would be. I do not disagree with that one single bit. All right, my friends, be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short, as I always say. Embrace the cold. Before long, it'll be springtime. Right? Have a great day. I'll see you back here tomorrow.
Standing up in front of an army, shoes in the mud and the wet paint, twists and turns up the alley, just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you